This is really cool. I like this a lot because it doesn't look very symmetrical, but it is. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the treble arch ground. I'm going to be using 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 4. Okay, so for this stitch, you want to start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 10 plus 9. In my case, I have 29. For row 1, you want to do 1 single crochet into the 14th chain from the hook. So we're going to count 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Into that 14th chain, you want to do a single crochet. And now we're going to start the row repeat. The repeat starts at a chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you want to skip 4 chains and do 1 double crochet into the next. So we're going to yarn over, skip 4 chains of the foundation chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the next, a double crochet. Continuing the repeats, you want to chain 5. Skip 4 chains and then do 1 single crochet into the next. So we skip 1, 2, 3, 4 into the next, 1 single crochet. And this is basically what we want to repeat. If you have a lot more chains than me, I'm just going to verbalize the repeat. It starts at a chain 5, skip 4 chains, and then do 1 double crochet into the next. Chain 5, skip 4, and then 1 single crochet into the next. At the very end here, we're going to be finishing off by doing our final chain 5. You want to skip 4 chains, and then into the very last one, you're going to end with a double crochet. So the very last one here, you're just going to finish this row off by doing a double crochet. And this here is the end of row 1. Now for row 2, we're going to start with a chain 1. We're going to flip our work, and you want to do 1 single crochet into this first double crochet. So into the top of the double crochet, just a single crochet. And now we're going to start the row repeat. It starts by doing 6 single crochets into the next chain 5 arch, which is this one here. Around the chain space, you just want to work 6 single crochets. This is my 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And now we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next single crochet. So into the single crochet, just a single crochet. Now we want to work 3 single crochets into the next chain space. So around the chain space, just 3 single crochets. This is 2, and this is 3. And now we're going to work what's called a back double crochet. So for a back double crochet, you want to do a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to be working backwards in the work, but we're not going to flip our work. You're going to keep it facing you like this. And you're going to skip 6 single crochets. So we skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And into the next, we're going to do a slip stitch. So let me actually count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into the 7th single crochet, you're going to do a slip stitch. It's going to feel a little awkward because you're working kind of backwards. There we go. And now into this new little arch that you just made, into there we're going to work 5 single crochets. So around the chain space, you want 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And all of this, we're going to be calling it a back double crochet. Continuing the repeat, you want to do 3 single crochets into the same chain space that you're currently in. So just 3 more. That's 1, 2, and 3. And now to finish off the repeat, you want to do 1 single crochet into the next double crochet. So I'm going to do a single crochet there. And that ends the repeat. So I'm going to do it one more time with you. The repeat starts by doing 6 single crochets into the next chain 5 space around the chain space. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next single crochet. Now we're going to work 3 single crochets into the next chain space. This one's a bit different because it's the turning chain, but essentially you have your chain 5 space here, here, and then like a little double crochet. 2 of these chains counts as a double crochet, but we're not going to worry about that until later. So we're going to do 3 single crochets around the chain space for now. That's 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to work the back double crochet. So for that, you want to chain 4. We want to skip 6 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into the next, do a slip stitch without turning your work. So just insert your hook into it and then do a slip stitch. And there we go. And now into this new arch formed, I'm going to do 5 single crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we want to do 3 single crochets into the same chain space that we're currently in. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And this here is where we're going to be finishing off. So once we've done these 3 single crochets, you just want to do 1 single crochet into the very next chain. So the next chain that you have there, you just do 1 single crochet. And this here is the end of row 2. For row 3, we want to chain 1 and flip our work. We're going to work 1 single crochet into the very first stitch. And now we're going to start the repeat. You want to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do 1 double crochet into the third of the 5 single crochet of the back double crochet of the previous row. So what that means is this little arch that we have here, well, technically I have 2, this and this, this and this, and so into the third one, we want to double crochet. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the third one, which is kind of the middle one, into there, a double crochet. And now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then do 1 single crochet into the single crochet that's on top of the double crochet of the previous row. So depending on how many stitches you have, that might look different for you. On the previous row, I only have 1 double crochet here, and I guess the very last one. So the single crochet that's on top of that double crochet, into there, I want a single crochet. So it would be this one here, a single crochet. And that ends the repeat. I'm going to do it again with you. Chain 5. Then we want 1 double crochet into the third single crochet of this arch here. So a double crochet there. Then you chain 5. And then you do 1 single crochet into the single crochet that's on top of the double crochet of the previous row. So in this case, at the very end here, it's going to be the very last stitch. So into there, you want a single crochet. And this here is the end of row 3. If you have a bigger piece than me, you'll notice that you're basically having single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet. And so it's going to give you those like curves that you want. Now for row 4, we're going to chain 1 and flip our work. You're going to do 1 single crochet into the very first stitch. Now we want to do 3 single crochets around the chain space of the next arch. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to chain 2, and we're actually going to flip our work. So flip your work. Now we're going to skip 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, which basically brings us to the very big first single crochet. And into there, you want to work a double crochet. So into that stitch, a double crochet. Now we're going to chain 1 and flip our work again. So we've created this little arch here. So we're going to work 1 single crochet on top of the double crochet that you just made. So on top of the double crochet, 1 single crochet. And now around the chain space of this little arch that you made, 2 single crochets. Now we want to work 3 single crochets in the same chain space that you're currently in. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And you've basically created 6 single crochets around that first arch and then this little peak here. Now we want to do 1 single crochet on top of the next double crochet. So on top of that double crochet, 1 single crochet. Now we're going to, that single crochet, by the way, starts the row repeat. So this is the beginning of the repeat. Now we're going to do 6 single crochets around the next chain space. So around the next chain 5 space, you want 6 single crochets. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now you want to do 1 single crochet on top of the next single crochet. So on top of this stitch here, 1 single crochet. Now we're going to do 3 single crochets into the next chain space. So here's 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to work a back double crochet like we did before. So for a back double crochet, we're going to chain 4. We're going to skip 6 single crochets backwards. So you skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then into the next stitch, you're going to do a slip stitch. And that's without flipping your work. So a slip stitch into the 7th single crochet basically, because you skipped 6. This is a little hard for me, so I gotta kind of flip my work there. There we go. And now we've created this new little arch there. So to finish off the back double crochet, we're just going to do 5 single crochets around this new little arch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now this is our back double crochet that we just made. Continuing the repeat, you want 3 single crochets around the same chain space. 1, 2, and 3. And this basically ends the repeat. We can go back to the beginning of it. We're going to do 1 single crochet into the next double crochet. So 1 single crochet there. Now you want to work 6 single crochets into the next chain 5 arch, which is my last one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you have more stitches, then you would just complete the repetition. So I'm going to verbalize it for you. Continuing the repeat, you want to do 1 single crochet into the next single crochet, which I will also do. And then there's more for the end here. But if you have more stitches, then you continue the repeat by doing 3 single crochets into the beginning of the next chain 5 arch, then 1 back double crochet like you did before, and then 3 single crochets into the same chain 5 arch space that you're currently in. So you're going to finish off like in the half of the repetition. So once you've done this, we actually have to make this little peak also on this side. So once you're at the end, we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to skip 3 single crochets backwards. So 1, 2, 3. And then do a slip stitch into the next single crochet. So this one here, a slip stitch. And now we have this new little arch here. So we want to do 3 single crochets around that space. That's 1, 2, and 3. And this is how we want to finish row 4. Now for row 5, we're going to start with a chain 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to flip our work. Now we're going to work 1 single crochet into the single crochet over the double crochet of the previous row. So basically we find the double crochets. Those are these ones here. On top of them, there is a single crochet, and that's the single crochet I want to go into. So it would be this one here, single crochet. And now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet into the 3rd stitch of the back double crochet. So the 3rd of this arch is this one here. Into there, I want to do 1 double crochet. Now we want to chain 5. And that ends the repeat. Let's go back to the beginning of it. It's doing 1 single crochet on top of the single crochet that's on top of the double crochet of the previous row. Then you chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you want to do 1 double crochet into the 3rd stitch of the back double crochet if you have it. And then you want to chain 5. In my case, I've come to the end. So after you do your final chain 5, you're just going to do 1 double crochet into the very last stitch. So this last double crochet here. Or sorry, single crochet is what I meant to say. Into there, you do a double crochet. And that ends row 5. So moving forward, you just want to repeat rows 2 through 5 until you have the desired length of your work or a finished swatch. And here we have it. This is really cool. I like this a lot because it looks kind of like, it doesn't look very symmetrical, but it is. I guess you can't see these like back double crochets. Add those little circles, I guess. But then the spaces in between them are asymmetrical. So I think that's really, really cool. This would make for a really pretty, like larger piece. Maybe like to go over a surface and decorate it. I can also see this in a wearable. This could be a really cool, funky looking top or sweater. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.